Is actually with us. Let's bring her in 1 second. She's our FIFA rules expert, Christina. What is the protocol? Once the sign is made, what is then supposed to happen?
Yeah, so that no racism abuse sign, the indication of the X, it not only just triggers in the sense of everyone's aware of what's occurring or what has been said that has happened, which, as you can see, the French referee there, not close to the incident and did not hear it. It immediately sends the VAR going into looking into the audio, seeing if any of the audio mics might have picked up that information, immediately notifies your assistant referees and your fourth official what's happening. And it also objectively, from an objective standard, notifies your technical staff there that this is now a bigger conversation than maybe a red card for, just some other words, but this has been heightened and elevated because it is a human rights issue, right? It's not needed in this game. It's unacceptable in this game. And as you heard TT say, right, it affects that player. It affects the performance of the game. It affects them to be able to play in that game. So the protocol here for that referee then is to basically be bringing in the technical staff. As you saw, they kind of escalated the situation as well too, to advise them of the scenario, the situation, the high level and, the scrutiny that is going to have to be done there. Usually internally within that stadium, they're usually making an announcement as to those points as to what the situation is so that the fans understand the sensitivity of what's happening and that is just being timed out for no particular reason. But the sensitive nature of that. But like I said, for the most part, from us as an official standpoint, when you see that sign, everyone jumps into a higher level of action of what they're looking for and what they're trying to get to be able to put that allegation, because that allegation is naturally a very high allegation to raise, and it's not taken lightly by the referees. It's obviously not something within the laws of the game in the sense of the playing of the game, but it's something that we do not take lightly as well. So there's a kind of a further internal investigation that's trying to happen then and there to find the evidence at that moment. And as we saw there was unfortunately nothing that was able to be done from it because the referee didn't hear anything. Audio didn't pick up on any of the information, but it also signals to the competition and the match observer for that time to be able to start making that incident report and start to capturing any evidence, any kind of comments and statements, right? Particularly going to Vinicius Jr. and trying to get out from him what was said. So it's more than just a sign. It literally enacts basically an investigation at that time of what's occurring. But as we see the referee there, if you don't have anything to act on it, then yes, you do have to begin the game again.
So sorry, Christina. So you have zero power technically. You can't even if he wanted to by a feeling that he had or whatever, he can't do anything. Can't do anything.
You can always, as a referee, always have the decision whether or not to determine to abandon the match or to continue with the match, right? And so you're taking into assertion whether or not is it a safe enough environment to be able to begin it. But I think back to your point, TT, unless you have heard that, you can't necessarily fully abandon the match based upon what one person said versus what another person said if there's not enough evidence that the referee himself or herself has heard.
Can I just ask one more question? Sorry. So if nothing was heard at the time, what would happen now in an investigation? Because it's already been found that there is no audio, there is no evidence. So do we just move on from this? Is that all that happens?
So from the referee's perspective, it's the immediate audio that they can have access to, right? Not saying that if there's a further investigation by the competent that they can hold him against. But it now comes outside of the referee's purview and now jumps into the league.
Okay, understood. All right. Thank you. So good to see you. We appreciate you. Thank you for the explanation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
Bye, Christina.